Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Samsung Galaxy Buds. As you can see here, I got mine in the color black, but they also come in the colors white and yellow. Not exactly sure why they chose yellow as one of their only other non-monochromatic colors, but to each their own, I guess. So this, if you aren't aware, is a pair of wireless earbuds. They are primarily designed to compete with AirPods, even though they don't outright say that. They are priced much more competitively than AirPods and do have a couple extra features over AirPods for people who are interested, and they are compatible with all smartphones that have Bluetooth, so they are not strictly for Samsung phones, for those of you who might be concerned that that's what they were primarily for. I got these for about 130 bucks off of Amazon. If you were fortunate enough to get a Galaxy S10 pre-order, then you may have been eligible to get them for free, but I believe that promotion is now over, so the deadline to submit for that pre-order is probably too late now. So much like everybody else, you may just have to buy them for the $130 price tag or wait for a sale. So let's real quick take a look around the box and then we'll crack them open. So as you can see, it has like this shiny text all over the box, and it has a nice picture of the Galaxy Buds there. It's kind of reminiscent of Apple's packaging for their AirPods, but with Apple's, they have a lot less text than Samsung here. But this does do a good job, in fact, of telling you exactly what the basic features of the earbuds are, such as a 6-hour playtime and 7 hours with charging case. That's plus 7 hours, so you basically get 6 hours off a charge for the earbuds. And then once you recharge them fully, you'll get another 6-hour charge, and then if you recharge them again with the case will die, but give you a final 1-hour charge. And then that can be used, in any combination. It's basically a combined charge of 13 hours if you have all of the, if you have the whole case plus the earbuds, charge it up and you're ready to go for the day. So, I don't listen to 13 hours of music in one day, so that's probably appropriate for about, I don't know, a week for me. It really depends on how much you're using them, how loud you listen to them, what features you use on them, because battery mileage will be different for everybody, and this is only the advertised battery. So it promises clear call and sound quality, but I will be the judge of that. And then wireless charging, so if you have a wireless charging pad in your house, or if you have one of the new Samsung bilateral wireless charging phones, you can set the earbuds on top of them. With PowerShare from Samsung, you can charge the earbuds with the back of your phone. I know it's coming to more phones in the near future, so that's kind of a feature that is valuable, because a lot of people take for granted not having a cable with them or not having an outlet, and so being able to just charge your earbuds right from the back of your phone is super convenient. More phones are going to be featuring in the future, and it will become a feature that is more accessible to people than it previously was before. And then they also are designed for comfort, and they have like a couple little winglets inside the box. But enough talking about the earbuds, let's actually get these open. So inside here, got a little pull tab that brings you your documentation. Looks like get a quick start guide that you can flip through. Personally, I'm not going to be using that for this video. I'm going to film my review portion of this video after I'm done with the unboxing portion, so that I get to spend some time with them, and so I'm not just giving you my opinion straight out of the box. But after taking out the documentation, the earbuds, and then this little white box here, that is pretty much it for what's inside there. So I'm going to set this packaging aside. And then inside this little box here, you're going to find a bunch of little earbud accessories. Let's get these in focus. So you got a bunch of different nib sizes. So it looks like 3 sizes for nibs for the earbuds. You have a small, medium, and a large. Currently the large is either on the earbuds, or these are the large and the earbuds are currently wearing the medium. And then you also have 2 different sets of ear winglets for different comfort on your ears. I guess this will really depend on your ear shape, and I'm going to try them with all of them to see which ones work best for me before I make my decision on like how well they stay in my ears. But that's going to be dependent on a per person basis, and it's not every combination of these is going to work for every person that uses them, obviously. And then finally in the box you have the USB-C cable, which is good to see. It's always good to see USB-C nowadays because a lot more devices are using USB-C, and it is a good universal cable to use. And then the earbuds themselves, of course. They might not be showing up the best on the camera because it's black background, so I'll hold them over this gray keyboard. So, opening them up, it looks like, oh, well, looks like when you close the case, it begins to charge them, and you can see that indicated by the little red light there. And then opening them up, it looks like it's trying to pair them as soon as I open the case. So, taking them out of the case here, you can see the case changes to yellow. I believe that's indicating the charge of the case. Probably yellow is medium charge. And then they are currently wearing different winglets. So, in fact, you do have 3 sets of winglets and 3 sets of nib sizes. And then, yeah, just kind of looking around the earbuds, I'll bring these closer to the camera so you can see them a little bit more clearer. Alright. So as you can see, they have a matte and then a glossy surface. The glossy surface is the touchpad, and you can use touchpad controls with these earbuds. It's more of a tap pad than a touchpad, as some people have called it, just because there's not really that much room to swipe or anything like that. You will just be tapping on it when you use these earbuds. And then you can see the little 2 charging surfaces. These are weather resistant. I forget what certification it is, but you can take them out in the rain. Just don't go swimming with them. And then, yeah, I will be doing the rest of this review after I have some more time with them. Really quickly, I just want to show you the case up close, and then I'm going to do some measurements for you before I head into the review portion of the video. So the approximate weight of one earbud is going to be about 5 grams. This isn't the most precise scale. It doesn't go out to any decimals of grams, so it's not going to give you the most accurate reading. If we throw the other one on here, it should be 10 grams. So it looks like, yeah, 10 grams for the earbuds, so 5 grams a piece. And then the case itself is 39, almost 40 grams. So you're looking at a combined weight in your pocket of a little under 50 grams. That's pretty light. You won't really notice that in your pocket. It'd be something that's easy to carry around all day. It's not going to be there's not going to be any strain put on you by carrying around the earbuds in the case. So that shouldn't be a worry for those of you who are worried about this being really heavy. I think they are the case plus the earbuds are a little bit heavier than the AirPods, but only by a fraction. Alright, now we're going to do the approximate size of the earbuds. This isn't going to be the most precise just because they are very oddly shaped in comparison to like a cube or something. So taking measurements isn't going to be the most specific because it will depend on where I take the measurements from, but I will measure them for you anyways. Looks like the approximate diameter of the earbuds is going to be about 18 millimeters, 18.5 millimeters. The approximate depth of them, if they are from tip to tap pad, they are 25.3 millimeters, or 25.4. And then the case has a length of about 70, almost 70 millimeters, about 69 actually. And then the width is going to be 39 almost millimeters. And then the depth of the case is going to be about 26.5 millimeters. Alright, so now that I've gotten to spend a little bit of time with them, I can formulate more opinions and tell you more about them than I would have been able to before. Alright, so right here in the case, I can tell you that the indicator lights are on the inside and the outside of the earbuds. Green is going to indicate that your earbuds are fully charged. If you see that green light on the inside, that means that your earbuds are good to go. They're at 100%, and they're ready for their 6-hour advertised battery life. Now, when you close the case, it'll tell you the indicator for the case battery, so how much battery the case has. So if the case is green, it means it's at, I think it's like anywhere between 66 and 100%. Yellow is like 30 to 66. And red is like 33 or below or whatever. And then same thing goes for the inside, but the inside light pertains to the earbuds. The outside light pertains to the case charge. And so you can kind of measure the charge with those independently. You can charge it with USB-C like you would for your phone or whatever USB-C devices you have, or if you have one of the new Samsung phones, or I guess any other bilateral wireless charging phones, you can enable that and set them on the back. You'll hear your device activate wireless charging, and you should see an indicator up here. It does have to be in the correct spot though. There's like a sweet spot for it that it needs to be in, and it's not very big, so it's pretty easy to miss. You just want to make sure you're actually charging it. In order for it to be charging, you'll see a red light appear on the S10 if that's the phone you're using to charge it, and you'll see the red light appear on your earbuds themselves. And when they have completed charging, that light will turn off. That goes for however charging or whatever charging method you choose to use. Personally, I think that the power share on the Samsung 10 is brilliant because a lot of times, like when you're in class and you're not near an outlet or you're not able to access battery, odds are you have your phone with you. You just set it down while you're listening to the lecture or whatever, and have them charge off of your phone's battery. They don't draw too much power. I think the wireless charging from the S10 only draws 4.5 amps anyways, which is not very much. They don't take that much battery from your phone in the first place, so you won't have too many problems of it sucking the life out of your phone. But it will make sure that they are fully charged, ready to go. They should last you a full day at the very least. It's like, depending on your use, you may get more mileage or less mileage, like I said earlier. But personally, I can get up to about a week's charge off of these with how I use them. I listen to music for maybe 1 to 2 hours a day, and I charge them intermittently for maybe like 30 minutes a day if I get the opportunity to. So it's not like an exact science here, but they do last a fair amount of time, and I don't find myself running out of battery ever with these things. When you take them out of the case, they begin to connect to your phone immediately, and they do have sensors on the inside of each earbud here. It's a little bit difficult to see. It is the dot to the left of the gold contacts for the chargers, or for the battery. But that sensor will tell the earbud whether it's in your ear or not. And if that sensor is not tripped, then there won't be anything playing from your earbud. So it won't be wasting battery when it's outside of your ear. And you can listen to one in one ear and then like hold the other one or put it back in the case. It won't be playing through that, so you won't just be draining battery needlessly, which is a great feature. It will continue playing music if you take one out of one ear, or vice versa, and it will pause the music if you take both of them out of your ears. Once both sensors realize that they're not in your ears, then it will stop your music so that you don't have to like hit pause anywhere. It'll just automatically stop for you. And then the touchpad I mentioned earlier has a few different commands you can do with it. So first and foremost, you have the play pause, which is just one tap. On either earbud you can do this. Same thing for all the other controls. You have double tap to skip the song, triple tap to skip back, and then on each earbud you can also do phone controls. So when you get a call, you can tap to answer the call or tap and hold to decline the call. And then finally you have a programmable function for each earbud that can be programmed. You can have a different function for each earbud. And that is for a touch and hold command. When you're not getting a phone call, of course, you can touch and hold the earbud and it will do the command of your choice. Right now you're limited to just 3 different kinds of commands per earbud, but hopefully in the future Samsung will allow for other commands like launching apps or doing another thing on your device that you would need to take your device out for, so you could do it with your earbuds. But the way I have mine set up is my left earbud, if I touch and hold that one, it'll bring up Voice Assistant from Google. When I touch and hold my right earbud, it will bring up the active noise. It's kind of like reverse noise canceling. Basically what it does is it amplifies your surroundings and lowers the volume of your music drastically. So if you're about to have a conversation, you can tap and hold on it, and you'll be able to hear the other person better, and you don't have to take out either earbud. That feature is really cool. If you're trying to listen to music and somebody needs to ask you a quick question, if you tap and hold your earbud, that will solve the problem. You can talk to them for a second, and then when you're done talking, you can release it. If it's going to be a longer conversation, though, I'd personally rather just remove my earbud than do that command, so some people might prefer that. And then the other commands you can do are, like I said, Voice Assistant for either Google or Bixby. I believe if you have another voice assistant installed on your phone, you could also activate that instead. And then finally, you can have one of the earbuds do volume up and one of them do volume down, but that would basically negate any other commands you can program, because one earbud's only going to be able to do volume down, one earbud's only going to be able to do volume up. for the tap and hold command. So, and I personally would rather have both commands than just one ear that can go up or one ear that can go down. So if you do use volume up and down with these, you're basically limiting yourself to those commands only. But yeah, it's nice to see that it has that feature on it when a lot of other earbuds don't implement those features very well. So that's good to see. Good for Samsung. I'm happy. The 3 sets of each nib and winglets I mentioned earlier, I chose personally because I feel like these are the most comfortable combinations for me. I chose the biggest winglet here. It has like a long top and a long side. There's one with a long top and a short side, and one with no top and no side. And that goes for each earbud. I personally just like the feel of this one and the smallest nib in my ears. That's completely up to you though. Every person has a different ear, so you may be comfortable with different styles. But it's good that they included multiple different styles for those of you who don't just want to stick with the stock comfortability of whatever earbuds you buy. You have at least some wiggle room for how these will feel in your ears. And the sound quality, I'm going to say, I was pretty blown away. My expectations were set pretty low due to the fact of other people saying, the bass isn't very good, and that the earbuds themselves were just okay sound quality, but maybe I've been listening to, just inferior headphones up till this point, or maybe I just had my expectations set so low that I was blown away. But needless to say, I was blown away. They sound amazing. There is, within their app, you can go to a, their equalizer for the earbuds. Basically, when you pair up the earbuds for the first time, you have to pair it through the Samsung app. Every time after, it'll just pair with Bluetooth automatically when you open the case, though. And this does, like I said, work for any device that has Bluetooth compatibility, so that goes for iOS or Android. And then for the earbuds, you can control all this stuff from inside the app here. So there's an equalizer for the earbuds. I leave it on dynamic because personally that just sounds the best to me. It sounds a little bit better than no equalizer, but I don't like the other effects. I think they take away from your music. It doesn't sound natural to me. You can manage your notifications from them, change the touchpad controls, like I said, and then you can also do Find My Earbuds. It'll make the earbuds emit a tone, so if you lose them around the room, you can find them pretty easily that way. But beyond that, you can't really locate them via GPS or anything. It's basically just if you lose them within the same room, because they have to be connected via Bluetooth for you to activate that feature. So it's kind of limited in that aspect, but that's okay. It's nice that they have that anyways. And then you can update your software from the app here too. So yeah, there's definitely some potential to add more stuff in the future for the Galaxy Buds within the wearables app from Samsung, but they do have a decent amount of content in it currently for those of you who want to customize your buds a little bit more and access more in-depth features. For $130, my opinion is they are worth it. They sound great. They're more affordable than a lot of the other options that offer similar features such as Bose, AirPods, Jaybirds, and Jabras. They all have similar features to these, but these have a price point that is more appropriate than some of the other ones and have a couple more distinguishable features than the other ones. At least they execute these features better than some other earbuds you find on the market. I have not compared these to any other wireless earbuds, so take it with a grain of salt. These are the first wireless earbuds I've ever used, and they blew me away. A lot of people mentioned that the bass is not very good on these. I completely disagree with that. You either are listening to your music at too low a volume, or maybe your equalizer's funky on your phone. I listen to FLAC files of a lot of my music that is bass heavy, and they sound great with these. I obviously can't play them into the microphone for you because they're too small for the microphone to pick up any subtleties in the music, but they sound amazing, and the bass is not what people described it. It's actually really good. It fills your ear well, and it's not overpowering in your music, but it's definitely there. I don't have a problem with the bass whatsoever. I did experience a little bit of ear fatigue. That was mostly with the other combinations of wings and ear nibs that I used before, though. Now that I have these on, they're a little bit more comfortable in my ears to wear for a long time. But I don't know, more than 3 hours I think is too long with these. It would start to make my ears hurt afterwards. But that pretty much goes for saying for nearly every audio equipment that I wear on my head ever. They tend to just hurt after a little while. And so I don't think that's exclusive to these earbuds. I love that they're a lot lower profile than a lot of the other earbuds I've seen. I was previously going to actually get the Bose Sound Sport Free, I believe they are, and they just look massive. And compared to these, they're probably about double the size. So these are definitely a lot more acceptable size. Looking at them in my ears in the mirror, I know that if I had the Bose, I would look a lot goofier than these. And yeah, overall, I'd say they're a great pair of earbuds. Definitely worth the $130, all things considered. So yeah, go pick yourself some up. You can get them in black, white, or yellow, like I mentioned earlier. I'll leave a link for them down in the description so you can buy a pair yourself. If you like this video or found it helpful, please leave a like, comment in the comment section if you have any questions. I try to look at them all and answer as many as I can. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see any more videos like this one. That's about it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.